Hey there, good morning and welcome. This is TVC Breakfast Saturday and we're so delighted to have you join us again. It's the second edition so far and the first edition was rather interesting and there's so much more build to come your way today from, the fascinating world of news and not forgetting the world of entertainment and sports. I am Kemi Fola Adeyemo. I'm not alone. Emmanuel Akinduboa is here. Good to see you
It's
again.
always a delight to start your weekend with us. And of course, welcome to the program. As you can trust us, we'll bring you the latest from the world of news, sport, entertainment, and of course, the trending issues. I'm sure you've had a very wonderful week, but your weekend is about to get even better as we get you started with the very best of TV programming. Welcome to the program.
All right, there. And of course, that's our cue. The show is... has kicked off in earnest. Emmanuel Ajayi, I'm blessed today, centered, of course, by God is with me times two, raised to the power of two. Well, Emmanuel Akinduboa, and of course, presenting Emmanuel Ajayi. How are you today?
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
And thank God for the rain yesterday. It was a very busy, rainy day in Lagos.
Was it rainy day or rainy night?
Rainy nights. Rainy night.
Rainy day, and then even up till the wee hours of this morning, it was still pouring. It was pouring.
And Nigerians, one thing with Lagos, having it flooded.
Navigating the roads.
You have to navigate and ensure that you don't jump into those potholes.
Absolutely.
Well, someone will say it's a weather for two. I mean,
well, okay, all right, all right. It's a weekend.
It's another way to look at it. A blessing in disguise.
All right. He's taking, but then we work first. Let's work first.
Definitely.
All right. So it's been a busy week. All through, so much to ponder on, and of course, it's supposed to be not a hard show today, but we still have to talk about some key news development. Talking about the G20 summit where Nigeria is actively involved in. Recall that the President Bola Tinubu is in faraway India along with key members of his cabinet and key members or key representatives from the private sector. The G20 summit is being held in South Asia for the first time, and the Presidents Joe Biden of the United States, Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of the UK, as well as Emmanuel Macron, who is the President of France, are attending, as well as Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu. Two big names are, however, absent, and that's Russia's President Vladimir Putin and China's Xi Jinping, who sent in representatives instead. And all leaders will be discussing issues including climate change, food security, and debt restructuring for poorer countries. Indian Prime Minister, who is the host, Narendra Modi, has already spoken about his expectations for a summit, hoping it will be successful and will boost the image he wants of India as a global powerhouse. Right, that's the much we can take. We'll have some time to banter for a few minutes on this interesting developments from India on a lighter note, but that will be after the break. Please stay with us. You're watching TVC Breakfast Saturday.
He who finds a wife has found a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. You found the harmony to the song you sing. You can do anything you want to call. You will have father and a brother and a lover and a cover and a teacher and a everything. She's your mother and your sister and your lover and your cover and your teacher and your everything. Only more so don't take a smile away. sẹ́ni tó lè yà ní títí láì. Òrùka ti dáwọ́ náà di olólùfẹ́ rẹ̀ mú. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè yà ní títí láì. Òrùka ti dáwọ́ náà di olólùfẹ́ rẹ̀ mú. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè yà ní títí láì.
Right, all sorts of sensations are passing through my mind. I don't know of you both,
Absolutely.
Emmanuel.
Sonny Neji.
Sonny Neji.
Classic.
Yes,
Rukati
classic.
Dawana. I think that was in 2004. I mean,
You are
that's
obviously
about
better.
90
You're
that's
obviously
90.
better than I am with recollection.
Well, I
but I
mean-
know that this was the groove then, and it still is.
And when you look at some of the
It still
celebrities
is.
that were part of the video, you saw the
It
likes
is
of
Abdul Karim, Teju Babyface.
Zaki Adzi was there, Alariwo. Tells you that how the Nigerian music industry has evolved over the years.
Indeed.
Of course, due respect to these men and women who set the pace, made the sacrifices, all that. And I mean, for a Saturday, we know a lot of people will be, I mean, in a matter of time
Preparing.
from now,
Yes,
hoping to
to
exchange the vows.
groove. Yes,
I mean, just
yes,
like
yes.
that. And I'm sure this will be one of the songs that will put them in that mood.
Right.
And of course, that's what we do here every Saturday, get you in the
Definitely.
mood for what promises to be an exciting weekend.
Just before you set out, to embark on that social event, weddings, or whatever it is you have planned for your Saturday in terms of social events, Emmanuel, and of course
Definitely.
it does also brings back recollection, for you. I know you are a father of twins, but then it takes you back, doesn't it, now to exchange of marital vows.
Yeah, the memory is
right?
there when you
Which is
take
what the
that,
song
when
is
you
all
take
about.
that vow that well, we say forever you are glued together as one, and people will definitely tell you that it's an institution you enter, that you receive your certificate immediately you are getting into
Absolutely.
that institution.
And talking about dancing, gentlemen, let's also talk about the presidential dance, so to speak. It's no longer news that the Presidential Election Petition Court, that's the PPC, declared Bola Tinubu the winner of the 2023 presidential election. To celebrate his victory, some Nigerians put together a dance video which is now trending on social media. The upbeat dance moves is called Tinubu Dance, another show of how far Nigerians can go to not only be entertained, but turn any circumstance to a comic relief. Let's enjoy the dance.
We gonna dance. Tell you buy you car, Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. I bet you never buy Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. This is confirm. Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. I bet you never drop Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. Tell you don't build dance. Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. I bet you never build Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. Tell your wife don't born Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. I bet you never born Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. Tinubu dance. You 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 gonna dance. Hey, oh yeah, baba dance. Oh yeah, baba dance. Oh yeah, baba dance. Oh yeah, baba dance. Tinubu dance. You gonna dance. I be never pay. Tinubu dance. We gonna dance. Tell you don't graduate. Tinubu dance. Ladies and gentlemen, this dance you're about to see right now is called Tinubu dance. Are you ready to give me that dance right now? Oh yeah, everybody go say it. Tinubu dance. You go to dance. 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 Hey, oh yeah, baba dance. Oh yeah, baba dance.
And I mean, the president is
Oh
one
my
man
goodness.
who grabs attention everywhere he
Right,
goes to.
right.
I think we need to do the Tinubu
Well,
challenge
I mean-
dance.
Okay, okay, all right.
Well,
All
you're
not
right.
dancing, you're
I
not
will
dancing.
beat you.
We're not
I will-
dancing.
I will definitely beat
You're not
you.
dancing.
I've
I
seen
think
you.
Kemi should be the one to lead the dance.
Okay, leave the
Because
dancing.
so many of the ladies dancing
Oh my
out
goodness.
there. But it's really exciting.
What's not to love, absolutely, about, Nigeria's creativity? And you said it all, the president, during the hectic campaign, period, he gave Nigerians a lot to be delighted about.
Anywhere the president goes to,
right,
it grabs
dancing.
attention.
I don't think people expected that from him,
I mean,
but
if
the
there's
dancing,
anything, if there's
really
anything
thrilling to watch.
that President Bola Tinubu will be noted for, is his ability to overcome what many will see as an obstacle,
Challenges.
and turn it to become a victory. During the campaigns, we know a lot of content that were generated with his activities on the campaign trail. His dances, his comments, his speech, all of them. I would even say that President Tinubu made billionaires. I mean, in terms of social media content creation, because many of them became famous by creating content around the president. So this victory dance from the fallout of the presidential elections, President Court verdict, it's really, really interesting.
Really interesting.
Well, let me start with this Greek proverb which says that success has many friends, failures and orphans. So we can see there that everyone is doing what we call Tinubu challenge dance because of the victory at that election petition court. And that's why we're having this challenge on the street. You can see that particular video. At the back there, you see Professor Pat Utomi dancing in those days before, beside the president. This one. This is an old video of the president dancing there.
I think it was during election.
No, another interesting thing
to look at.
That video is an old video. This one that we're seeing here.
That's, but it always comes back.
Pat is with the Labour Party at the moment. You know one thing with politicians, there are no permanent friends
or enemies.
But what we have is permanent interest.
Another thing again is that this challenge has also made stars of many people, ordinary Nigerians.
Definitely.
And that is also the cheering part of it for me. And of course the fact that just give it to Nigerians in terms of creativity. I don't know how they do it, how we do it, really. This particular one, just look at how the beats are more or less blending, even though they are old and they seemingly don't even know themselves from anywhere, but see how they are, blending and weaving into everything just going in sync.
Let's give it to Nigerians because the Nigerians have this spirit of creativity, ability to overcome some challenges, despite every form of challenges bedeviling the country.
All right.
The issue of fuel subsidy removal. Nigerians are still very much creative to even dance. Well, I would say they are dancing away their sorrow, ensuring peace and tranquility reign in the country.
All right.
The president there dancing buga. Can you see it?
Right. So we hope that this will also encourage more Nigerians to take up this challenge, and perhaps maybe we'll get to see you both in any of those of this challenge, or maybe we'll even start one. We'll even start one here.
I think our viewers should watch out for our social media and those. Have some of the anchors have their dance challenge.
All right.
But I think one thing I would want to quickly add to this, about the president, is that we've had presidents in the past. Recently we had President Muhammadu Buhari. Of course, not many people were associating with any kind of dance. So it means that the president is a man who understands the tempo, understands emotion, and that has reflected in his administration.
All right, gentlemen, let's also look at issues, even though we still have so much more on the show. Let's perhaps also look at what the papers are saying now. But even before that, we will be taking a break and then we'll continue with more on TVC Breakfast Saturday. Stay with us.